Hey, how are you doing? This is Brother Teacher again. I had a question that I wanted to ask you all. Have you a dream? Yeah, you. Have you ever had a dream of something that you wanted to do in your life when you were younger, or middle age, or even at your present age if it's older than middle age? Have you ever had any aspirations to achieve a certain goal? Then why is it that you have not done that? Why is it that you have not taken the first step? I think the answer is quite naturally going to be fear and lack of belief. Uh, I had some experiences in my life as I was coming up as a child, uh, growing up in a not so affluent home, didn't have a lot of money, uh, had friends around me who did have money. Their parents were both in the house working, and I grew up with a single parent for the most part, my brother and I, and we did not have a lot of the amenities that a lot of people did at the time. Howbeit, uh, somehow or another, there was something that always lived inside me, and that was desire to be something great. It was not something that I sat down and thought about from the standpoint of, hey, I want to be this or be that. It's something oftentimes you're just born with. I wanted to be an artist. I could draw really well at one time when I was real young. I could draw anything virtually that I saw. And I wanted to be a musician. Uh, to this very day, I play harmonica. And most definitely, I wanted to be a martial artist because of the introduction of Bruce Lee during the 70s. And that is still what I currently do today. I'm a martial arts grandmaster. Uh, I love that. And I love my life. And I will not exchange it for anything in the world. Now, as the old cliche goes, uh, if I could have done a lot of things better many years ago, I would have done it. I wish I could have changed some things that happened in my life, but then I come to realize that the things that occur in our lives are actually part of our development as a person, as a human being. Now, when I was about 11 to 12 years old, I had comic books that I collected, and there was a advertisement where you could sell greeting cards. So I took my little money that I had and I ordered the greeting cards, and I went out selling them in the neighborhood. I was received pretty well by some adults, and other people pretty much didn't answer the door or shut the door in my face. And I actually did experience that as a 12-year-old. However, that was an experience, not one that destroyed me. It didn't feel good, of course, but to this very day, I can say that it helped me because that was not the only time that I've experienced something of that sort. As I progressed in my life, as a teenager and then a young adult and so forth, up until this present time, I've had rejections in business. I've had people tell me no, people say that they didn't like me or didn't like something about me, and I have never done anyone any harm. But what I'm getting at is the fact that nothing has ever deterred me from reaching out and striving to be my best and to be the greatest at what I could be as a person. Irrespective of what anyone has ever told me, there was something always lying inside me that says, you can and you will. And that's what I'm asking you to do today. Pull from within, invoke that inner you, and say, whatever it was that I wanted to do many years ago, or even just a couple years ago, or even maybe a couple months ago, don't stifle myself and say, I can't do it. Don't jump on the pity wagon and say, I don't have the finances to do it. Don't listen to all of the naysayers, all of the people on the sidelines who have not achieved anything great in their own lives and who want to see you not succeed and to see you fail. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. Dwayne Dyer, Dr. Dwayne Dyer had a book, and I've had this book probably 30 years now. It's called pulling your own strings. Pulling your own strings. And he made reference to the fact that people don't achieve the things in life that they would desire is because they're afraid to take the first step. They are afraid that they might fail. And if they fail, the repercussions are what people will think of them. That's so far from the truth, because we must look at our lives as this. It's the yin and yang in the Chinese martial arts system of Tai Chi. You know, they both seem opposing, both sides, but they really are complementing. You must realize that life is up and down. It's not one particular way, because the only true way in life that you can appreciate anything is if you have experienced some bad times. If everything is going good, then you never can build the character that the Creator wants you to have. So to be a great man and to be a great woman, you must first have suffered something in your struggle to achieve that. Nothing free. Understand that freedom is not free. Success is not free. It requires something of us. And it requires, first of all, that we have a definitive purpose. Decide what it is that you say you want in life and go for it. Put some action on your words. You know, the vast majority of the people talking about what they want to do and what they want to be and what they shall be in life are the people who do absolutely nothing. They stand, and 10, 20 years, 30 years down the road, they're talking about what they could have done and who got in their way. But honestly, we are in our own way. So understand this. Most of the things that occur in your life, good and bad, are a result of what you did in your life. It's not what someone on the outside has done to you. So stop making excuses. We have a bag of them, and we're so accustomed to using the excuses. You know, which excuse am I going to use for not going to work, not being on time, not going to look in the paper, finding a job, not trying to provide for my family, not taking care of myself, my health, and so on and so forth. What excuse are you going to use today? So what I'm telling you in essence is, if I can summarize this, is that we have one life, and I'm sure we've heard that old adage or cliche before. We have one life to live on this planet that the Creator has given us, this beautiful earth. How in the world could you let it go past and not achieve your own individual greatness? You are great. You must believe this. You are great, and you can do anything, and there's nothing that you cannot do if you believe. Now, if you have a problem with belief, this is what you should do. You should say to yourself every day, I'm going to do this. And then you start putting some feet on it and start heading towards that direction. If you want a business, do the research. Stop inundating your mind with the idea of, what if somebody says no? What if this is going to happen? What if this doesn't work? It happens all the time. Think positive. Even if it does happen, embrace it and move on. If you fall down, pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. You can do it. Believe me. I'm 53 years old. I love life. I love my family. I love humanity. Now, anyone that I could help, I would do it within my means. I would do it. However, as the old cliche or adage goes again, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. That is so true, and I use that as an example or an analogy. But get the big picture. What that's simply saying is this: people can't help you be successful if you don't help yourself. God love you. I love you. This is Brother Teacher. Hang in there and hold out, and let's help ourselves be what it is that we truly want to be.